like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land on which we are gathered and pay our respects to their elders both past and present. We celebrate being Australians, one and free.
Our country is rich with beautiful creatures, on the land, in the air and in the sea.
Let's look after this land together.
Celebrate what makes us the same and different.
Let's advance Australia fair.
Well, welcome champions to another assembly. It's been a great week. I think my highlight and these guys' highlights must have been Pirates and Princesses Day. Was it fun?
Yeah.
Yeah, and what have you been saying all day? Is that right? You've been talking like pirates and princesses all day?
Yep.
Very good. You had a great time, Jodie?
Yep.
Yeah, Al? Very good. Polly, did you enjoy being a princess?
Yeah.
And what about you, Jimmy?
Yep.
Pretty good pirate? I know, Chase, what do you reckon? Great week?
Yeah, I had a good time at some Lightning Prem playing cricket.
Playing cricket, yeah, bowled a few balls, got a few wickets, made a few runs. Fantastic. Till?
I did ultimate frisbees. That was super fun.
I bet. I love ultimate frisbee. It's so good to have that as a sport now, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah, I would have loved that as a kid. Righto, so we better get on with assembly.
First for the birthdays. And now it's time for the birthdays.
And it's a happy birthday too. On Tuesday, we had Gemma.
On Friday, we have Archer.
On Saturday, we have Erica and Mia.
On Sunday, we have Sophia and Misha. Happy birthday! What was category 6 again?
Let's find out on Brainbusters.
Hi, I'm Eliza.
Hi, I'm Steph.
And I'm Ruby.
And welcome to
Brainbusters!
Let's spin the wheel to see what letter it is today. The letter O.
Oh!
You know the drill.
You got a minute and 40 seconds.
To write down your answers to the 10 categories.
Good luck.
animals, I had octopi.
And I had owl.
And I had an ocelot.
For boy's name, I had Oliver.
I had Owen.
And I had Oswald.
For girls' name, I had Olivia.
I had Octavia.
And I also had Octavia.
For plant, I had olive tree.
I also have Olive Tree.
And I also got Olive Tree.
For school teacher, I got Mr. O.
I also got Mr. O.
And I got Mr. O as well.
For food, I had oyster.
I had Octopus.
And I had Olive.
For jobs, I had officer.
I had Orthodontist.
And I had an office worker.
For sports, I had orienteering.
I had Olympics.
And I had off-road racing.
For fish, I had an Oscar fish.
I had an orange chromid.
And I also had an Oscar fish.
For musical instrument, I had oboe.
I had organ.
And I also had organ.
Thanks for joining us on Brainbusters this week. See you later, potato.
Hit me there.
I know.
Now it's time for the exciting new segment, The Footy Show.
For all your footy news.
Hello and welcome to the Mighty Ducks footing competition. I'm Mr. Houston. This here is Lexi. Lexi is a massive footy fan. Isn't that right, Lex?
Yeah.
She thinks she's pretty good at footy tipping, so I've challenged her to a footy tipping competition. Isn't that right, Lex?
Yeah, that's right, Mr. Houston. But I have one condition. I'm allowed to bring some friends along the way. So each week I will be introducing you to my team, the Mighty Ducks Footy Tippers. This week I have Almira, Toby and Ruby. And together we have tipped the winners for this round.
Game one this week is Carlton versus Collingwood. I think Carlton are showing a bit so far this year, and I think they're going to get a big win over the Pies. Toby, you've got the tip for your team?
We have tipped Collingwood for round one.
There's a difference already. I reckon this could be a bit of a theme for this week. Game two, Almira, was Geelong and Brisbane. I reckon Geelong are going to bounce back after their loss against Adelaide. Who do you think?
Geelong.
Oh, a bit of the same. All right. Ruby, game three is Sydney and Adelaide. I've tipped Sydney. I can't see Adelaide going back to back and winning twice.
We've tipped Adelaide.
Righto, interesting choice. Game four, Port Adelaide and Essendon. Who's got this tip?
Essendon.
Essendon for you, Almira. I've gone Port Adelaide. Toby, game five is St. Melbourne. Who do you think and why?
The Demons,
Why do you think they're going to win?
because they're the best.
I reckon St Kilda. Mr Fisher's going to be happy with me for tipping them, I reckon. Game six, Gold Coast and North Melbourne. This is controversial choice, wasn't it, Captain?
Yeah.
Who have you gone for?
Gold Coast.
Not everyone agreed with you on that choice, did they?
No.
She's gone for a captain's call. I reckon North Melbourne will get the win. Ruby, what do you reckon? North Melbourne as well?
Yeah.
Controversy. There's division in the ranks. Game 7, Hawthorn and Richmond. Lex, do I need to ask you really?
Kinda.
Go on, who is it? Who's going to win?
Hawthorn.
Why Hawthorn?
Because last game against Essendon they won because in quarter 3 they were down by 40 points and they came back just in 20 minutes.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to let Mr Smith forget about that for a while, are you?
Definitely not.
Here we are. A deal's a deal. And I thought I was looking pretty comfortable at half time, but not wasn't to be. Couldn't find the twin Mars bars, so guys, just go that extra bit further. You got 2 weeks. There you go. Deal's a deal. Come on, Bombers!
No, I've gone Richmond. The 2-time premiers, they're going to get up. Game 8, Bulldogs and West Coast. Who's going to win, Toby?
West Coast.
Bulldogs. And finally, Almira. Who have you gone for between Fremantle and GWS?
GWS Giants.
I can't disagree with you any more than that. Fremantle get the win, and that is our footy tips for this week. Have a go tipping at home. I don't reckon the Mighty Ducks are going to go too well this week, Lex. I reckon Houston's hero is going to get up.
Well, it's me and Maisie's turn to announce the Cleanest Area Award.
sorry to Lee and Chase, but there's going to be no cleanest area award.
The school was so filthy. This isn't even half of the rubbish we found.
And it may not look like much, but it's a very big bucket.
If you guys want to swim at the beach, then clean up the rubbish, because soon there will be no beach to swim at. It'll just be brown water.
So if you have any ideas on how to keep our school clean, that would be really great.
In the meantime, pick up the rubbish, please.
Hi, my name is Darcy and welcome to the Rubbish Team. I will be talking to you about the canteen today. I strongly believe that the canteen has a big impact on the environment.
Hi, I'm Emily. I'm talking about the animals when they eat rubbish and get really sick. What if you were one of the turtles that have a straw up their nose?
Hi, my name's Elijah. If you were a turtle, like a baby turtle, let's say, and you had a straw up your nose, you wouldn't live a long life, which would be sad, because everyone wants to live a long life and a happy life and a healthy life. And if a straw goes up your nose or something, it's bad for your health.
Hi, my name is Chase, and this is a message to all of the kids out there. Stop using plastic stuff and littering.
Hi, my name is Frankie, and I'll be talking to you about using keep cups, bamboo straws and metal straws. It's bad to use plastic straws because they can get in turtles' noses and then they can't breathe. Takeaway coffee cups and lids can't be recycled and end up in landfill, which means it just gets dumped in a big hole and left there forever. Stop using plastic, it's bad for us and wildlife.
Thank you for listening.
Now it's time for the next instalment of Spotlight on Specialists,
where this week it's for the STEM captains.
Alright, we have had a very busy term 1 in STEM, and I've got Max and Lola here to talk about what each grade have been up to.
For prep and grade 1, they've been doing what materials objects are made of, science experiments using their senses, exploring the environment for living and non-living things, using their engineering skills by building and inventing, learning computer skills.
Grade 2, 3 and 4 are growing eucalyptus trees from the Mornington Peninsula Koala Tree Planting Program and practicing extending their computer skills and conducting science experiments by investigating solids, liquids and gases and working in their engineering skills with mystery build challenges.
For grade 5 and 6, they've been doing extending their computer skills, following the engineered design process and creating a Mars rover or Mars station, then building their designs on Minecraft education.
In term 2, there will be a girls' STEM where they'll focus on building confidence and skills for girls that can chase their careers in future science, technology, and engineering and mathematics.
Thank you so much, Max and Lola. We've got lots of things planned for term 2, including what Lola just spoke about, which is a new lunchtime club called Girls in STEM. Thank you so much, guys.
Miss Burkle has some more mysterious questions on
Miss Burkle's Deep Dark Secrets.
Everybody, I've got some grade 3s here today and they have no idea why they're here like last week. But before we start, Stella, Scarlett and Ollie, Kobe, Henry and Carmel Burkle. Your answers were fantastic. Thank you for leaving them on Facebook. We haven't got to the park yet, but we will definitely go next week. Fingers crossed for some nice weather. So, grade 3s, I've got some questions that I would love you to answer for me. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Pardon?
Yes.
Okay. So my first question to you guys is, since bread is square, why do they shave and cut the ham and the straws in circles? Roops, any idea?
No.
Take the mark, Stel.
Maybe because if the meat and cheese was the same as the bread, it might stick out of the sandwich, maybe, if you're making one.
Not a bad answer. Boys, anything from you?
I don't really know, but maybe it's because the bread's bigger.
Can I steal that? I think they're fantastic thoughts. If you've got an answer, pop it in our Facebook chat. We'd love to hear what you think. All right, second question. Does pressing the elevator or the button at the traffic lights heaps of times make the light turn red quicker so you can cross, or make the elevator, the lift, come down to you quicker? What do you reckon?
I don't think so, because I think it just restarts it again and again.
I don't think so either, because it's basically just a waste of time pressing it so much.
Hunter, have you got anything for us?
No.
Stel?
Maybe if you press the button a heap of times, it might sort of come down quicker, because it might think there's more people maybe needing to go into the elevator or across the traffic light.
Good thought. I love it. All right, next question. Why do we say, oh, my alarm clock is going off, when actually it's going on? It's turned on. Why do we say that?
Like, again, I don't really know, because... No, I don't.
Anyone want to have a little go at that one? Rubes?
No, I don't have anything.
Maybe because it starts beeping.
Maybe. All right, so it's going off.
Yeah, maybe like when you say fireworks are going off, like it's beeping and it's going off. Going really fast.
All right, I like it. Good comparison to the fireworks. One more. If Cinderella's shoes fit so perfectly, then why did the shoe fall off?
Because she took them off, or they fell off.
But why did it fall off if they fit perfectly?
She could have taken them off.
Maybe because she was rushing it. She might have, because she was walking so fast, it might have sort of fell off by her running, maybe. Maybe her laces were undone and it fell off.
Did her glass slipper have laces?
No.
All right. If you've got an answer to our questions, make sure you do comment, because last week's group and this week's group and whoever else comments is going to Fingers and Toes Cross Get to the Park in the last week of term. So we're excited to see your answers. Help us out. We're a little bit confused by those answers, those questions this week, weren't we?
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, guys. Have a great weekend. Bye.
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 Hey Chase, you're the brainiac. What's TW squared?
The week that was, of course.
Willow, and I'm going to read how to make wombat stew. These are the ingredients: flies, mud, bugs, gum nuts, feathers, and water. The method is to collect all of the ingredients, add them to a bowl, mix it up carefully, don't spill it, eat it up and enjoy.
Hi, my name's Bentley and I'm making how to make wombat stew. Here's the ingredients: water, mud, feathers, flies, gum nuts, creepy calories, I can't pronounce, and a big fat wombat. Here are the instructions. Collect all your ingredients, mix them up, now put them into the pot. Now slowly mix them, taste it, and you're done. Bye, Bentley.
Hi, my name's Hunter and we were making wombat stew. Here's the ingredients: water, mud, flies, bugs, feathers, and a big fat wombat. Here's the method. Collect all of the ingredients, put them into a bowl, mix it together, taste test, enjoy.
Hi, my name's Hunter D. This is my wombat stew. Steps: put water in the billy can. Step 2: get some mud in the billy can. Find some feathers, put it in. Put flies in the stew. Put fat wombat in.
My name is Alex and I am going to read wombat stew. Ingredients are mud, flies, creepy crawlies, feathers and gum nuts. Right. Steps: collect all of the ingredients, put all of the ingredients in the bowl, stir them all together, enjoy.
Hi, my name is Jacob and I was making wombat stew. My ingredients are flies, gum nuts, feathers, creepy crawlies, mud and water. This is the method. 1. Collect all of the ingredients. 2. Mix all the ingredients together. 3. Eat the wombat stew. Enjoy.
Thanks for watching.
I wonder who's being interviewed by Mr. Mac this week.
Let's go to him to find out.
All right, welcome back for another week of Mr. Mac's Mic. Now, I have a special person in here with me, and no one would actually know who this person is, but we're going to find out a little bit about this person because they do a lot for our school behind the scenes. So, first of all, Charbel, welcome to Mr. Mac's Mic.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mac.
Good to have you here. Now, I hear, actually, as we were walking in, you said a really important thing to me, which actually has made you and I closer. You talked about being a Collingwood supporter.
Yes, I was born and raised around that Northcote area, and being from the inner city, we're either Carlton or Collingwood, and all my cousins and my parents and my family are all Collingwood, so I had to go Collingwood. And you can't change your club. It's like changing your religion, right?
That's right. And actually, the Collingwood-Carlton game, I know this goes to air on Friday. So Collingwood-Carlton, the game will be over. So fingers crossed the Pies won. I'm a little bit nervous, but fingers crossed the Pies won that game.
Adams, boundary line!
We've got lots of Collingwood supporters in our school too. It's great to see. Now, when I say you play a silent role in our school, I'm going to let everybody know that we get a lot of meals delivered to our school, and they come from you and your company. And a lot of people don't know who you are. The meals arrive at our school, and you feed a lot of kids within the school with some very healthy meals. Can you tell us a little bit about your company and what your company does?
Yeah, absolutely. So I had a pretty traumatic childhood, and I was extremely poor, so I did every job you can think of whilst I was studying my IT degree at Monash. And one of the jobs was giving out free newspapers between hours of 5:30am to 8:30am Monday to Friday. And I saw a lot of homeless people sleeping in the doorways, on the benches, in the street, on the floor, and it broke my heart. And I thought, I want to do something more than that. When I finished and completed successfully my IT degree, I got into a grad program, and they stuck me at Telstra, and I had a mentor called Bernie Hogan, and he would always say to me, "Grasshopper, do you know what cash flow is?" And I'll be like, "Yeah, it's money." He'll be like, "No, it's oxygen. If you don't have cash flow, you can't breathe." So I thought, I want to give back to the community, and the Australian culture is all about the mateship culture.
Yeah.
So once I finished my grad program and got some more experience being a generic project manager, then a project director, and I'm running major programs, I had more time, and my learning curve was starting to decline. And I went to my best friend Farah, and I said to her, "Let's start a charity. This is my idea." And she's studied graphics design and landscape architecture. She's amazing at what she does, and her and I just spent hours and months designing all the logos and the branding and getting the objectives. And we grew the organisation, and we end up having over 40 volunteers and 7 on the board, and we're getting really big, and it's all pro bono, so no one gets paid. It's all free of charge. We collect food, clothes, bottled water and toiletries for the homeless, the underprivileged and people living below the poverty line. So I thought, being in IT, I wanted to make a difference and wanted to make sure that I want to support schools and charities and people in need with connecting them up to small, medium and large businesses. So we build networks and software applications for businesses. That's what I do for work as a project manager. So I went out and received a couple of quotes to build a platform for the circular economy. Unfortunately, that was extremely expensive and costly, so we built it in-house. And we've got a team of developers that built the platform in-house, where we connect charities with small, medium and large businesses, donating brand new products and unused food. And we've now, over 27 weeks, we've had over 1,000 donations on the platform, and it's growing. And now we're national, and I've had people call me up saying, your donations have touched a lot of families and people in need. Thank you so much. And it's, even though we don't get anything out of it from financially, because it's all pro bono, it's a good thing to do.
I was going to say, it must be real gratifying. Talking about your upbringing and everything like that, it's something that you're doing to give back to the community. I know from our community, they're so thankful, and even the kids that get these meals that you deliver on a weekly basis, and they know they're there. They certainly, they're very nutritious, and they're available for the kids. And we certainly at times send them home to some of our families who are in really need of this. So, from us, that's a huge part of what you do for us, and I know obviously it's wider. Is there a number of other schools within the area that you actually service as well?
Absolutely. We're now doing about 2,500 meals in Victoria and almost 1,000 in New South Wales, and we've just kicked that off in New South Wales about 10 weeks ago, and we haven't really focused on that. But everyone works full-time on the organisational board, and most of our volunteers were either in trade or corporate, so we can do it as much as we possibly can. But yes, around here, to answer your question, we're doing all up 780 meals, and they go from Frankston to Hastings to Dramana, Rosebud, Tukarook, obviously Rye and Sorrento.
Fantastic. So you're covering a lot of area. Now, well, sometimes when the meals come in, I've been out to your car and we've unloaded meals before. Your mum was there once when you came as well. We've had some other people deliver meals too. So obviously a lot of volunteers that get involved in this. So, you know, and you said just before the number of volunteers that get involved. I'm wondering from a perspective, if I'm watching at the moment and I'm a parent within our school who one might run some kind of catering business or clothing business or whatever, or also they may want to get involved in this because they see it as a worthwhile thing. How would people get in contact with you in regards to, you know, being a part of this?
Extremely simple. Just call me on my mobile or log on to the platform. I'll send you through the instructions manual. Very easy to use. Whilst I was at Telstra, the GM of networks would always say to me, your grandmother better understand your report or your document or the program you've developed, because if she can't understand it, don't waste my time. And I've made it extremely user-friendly. We've made a commitment as a team and an organisation from a Bright Spark organisational board perspective that we're going to upgrade the platform every 3 months. So we're always doing improvements. We're in the process of releasing our first upgrade. Just call me, contact me, or send me an email, or through the website there's a contact me form, and I'll get in touch with you.
Great. And Mr. Taylor's now put that up on the screen for us, so you'll be able to see that right now. Now, I'm wondering, when you talk about the platform and everything that you've got going for it, what do you see in the future? Do you see expansion? Do you see what do you see for Bright Spark in the future, and where do you want to take this?
Well, I just want to hopefully reduce as much waste as we possibly can. Currently, there's about 1.3 billion tonnes of waste, of food that gets wasted every year. Over 2.8 billion tonnes of brand new products, and that's sad. People suffer. It costs the federal government over $20 billion in expenditure on waste and things associated with waste. So if we can reduce that and help the economy and help people, you know, with some of their financial cash flow issues that they may have, and maybe save them $50 or $100 a week, they can go out for dinner or a drink, buy a new shirt and go for a job. That is always helpful. So from a 5-year projection and vision, we really want to hit all of Australia and support every community we can get our hands on.
Yeah, great. Well, that's huge, and I think about our school with the way we go about things with our recycling, everything like that, and with our waste, a lot of our waste actually goes back into our chooks and into our gardens and everything like that as well. So we're very sustainable with all that. I love what you're doing, because there's nothing worse than hearing about, you know, restaurants that are throwing out, you know, loads and loads of food when there is plenty of opportunity for schools like us to be able to take that, or organisations like us to be able to take that and get it back out there. So the work you've been doing, mate, is absolutely tremendous. I can't thank you enough. I ran into Charbel at a meeting in another school, and I'm so happy. I think we were meant to meet, and I think what you've done has made a significant improvement to our school, and will continue to do that. And it's not just meals you provide. I know we were talking today, we've got some broccoli coming to our school, we've got some celery coming. So along with the clothes and that sort of stuff, is that probably the main, what other things can you tell us?
Toiletries. We get a lot of toiletries. We've partnered an organisation that they've got boxes for females and males, and they get delivered straight to the premise, so there's no collecting and packaging and delivering anymore. I want to reduce that ineffective and inefficient process, or getting another charity to go collect it and deliver it to someone else. They'll deliver it straight there to the person that's actually accepted that donation. So we've got toiletries coming, we've got clothes, we've got dairy. So we've partnered an amazing dairy organisation that does fresh milk, which is Gippsland Jersey. The young lady who's taken over her father's business is unbelievably generous, and also such a hard worker. And you know, we've worked really closely with them. We've got eggs, so our plan is to roll out bread eggs and milk, fresh
Right,
milk,
right.
in every state and territory, and then
Wow,
it'll just
we-
grow organically after that. So that's our objective right now. The team, we've got an amazing team with the Bright Spark Organisational Board. As I said, they've been long-term members, and you know they've all got their own skill set. Like example, Farah's an amazing designer. We've got Dr. Chad who looks after the IT. We've got an amazing legal counsel, Praveen. He's just, you know, he's a senior partner at the organisation that he works for at the moment, the law firm.
Yep.
So we've got some really strong characters in our organisational board that provides their skill set, and obviously me being a project manager and a program manager, I provide that management skill set as well. So I don't want to take on too much because then I'm not going to do what I'm good at. You know,
For sure.
what I'm good at doing.
Yeah.
So everyone does what they do really well, and we come in as a team and try to ensure that Bright Spark gets to most people as fast as possible.
Well, you're certainly doing that, and we want to thank you from the bottom of our heart for everything you do for us. It's a power of work, like I said. And for those parents who want to get involved, as I said, Mr. Taylor's put up there on the screen how you can get in touch with Charbel, and also how you can make a donation or donate your time or donate things from your business. So once again, thanks very much, Charbel. We love having you involved at our school. You're a big part of it, even though you're a silent part. Now you know the person who's behind Bright Spark. So thanks very much for coming in.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate your time, and I'll see everybody next week.
Now it's time for Students of the Week.
Well, it's been another great assembly, folks. Favourite bit, Till?
Miss Burkle's Deep Dark Secrets was my favourite.
And my favourite was the footy show.
The footy show, yeah. I think actually I'll probably lean it towards the footy show a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, next week's our last week before the holidays. We hope you have a terrific week, kids. Only going to be a very short assembly next week so that you can get off to your holidays very quickly, and we'll see you all next week.
Bye.